Hi guys, so my name is Lamar. I'm a accounting tutor at Gift of the Educators. Um, for today, I would just like to discuss a few things, a few pointers, a few hints that, I wish someone else told me when I was in high school. I think it's essential to get advice and tips from someone who's already been through it, someone who's already matriculated. So I hope the points that I say today are going to help you a lot. Be focusing on today is confidence, a positive mindset, and balance. So on the confidence part, I think it's very essential that you believe in yourself. I think you should create a purpose. I don't know, you know what your purpose is, but we all have our individual purposes. I feel it's very important to create that purpose and to know or believe that that purpose that you are trying to achieve or already have achieved is going to change the world. I know it sounds a bit optimistic to say the world, but you know, I always say you should always reach for the stars and nothing less. Um, so I think self-reflection is really important. Identifying your strengths, your weaknesses as well. Um, but for me, the focus would be on the weaknesses. Obviously, with confidence, we all have weaknesses, and those things bring us down. They demotivate us. They make us feel that we're not good enough. So I feel like self-reflection and identifying your weaknesses and trying to make them or working on them and trying to make them your strengths is the first part and an essential part of building a confident person. I mean, there's a lot of times people will tell you or that they feel, or people might not tell you, but you can tell, pretty much tell by a person's body language that this person's not so confident. So a lot of the time you're going to believe, nah, I'm not good enough. You're going to believe that I can't do this. But it's very important to believe that, or to start trying to work on believing in yourself and working on all those weaknesses. Another point I'd like is once you start creating that confident persona about you, if I can say, it's and stay consistent about it, it's going to start showing through to others, and by that you're going to create a chain reaction where the next person will see or gain from your confidence, and the next person after that. And confidence in the person and confidence in others around you is very important. I always say you should be surrounded by people that are confident and want to create that confidence within themselves. It helps your environment, it creates a positive environment for you, and it does. I know in school, if I can say, what we see as confident is the cool kids, the smokers, you know, those kind of kids. But the confidence I'm trying to talk about today is the confidence of believing in yourself and making a positive change um, to society as a whole, and not just trying to fit in school, because once you get out of school you're going to realize that there's so much more to life, there's so much more to everything. You've only been seeing things from a school perspective, and yeah, so I just like to point out that motivating others and speaking to others, once you create that confidence within yourself, is very important. So yeah, and I think an essential part of creating confidence in yourself is doing activities that will create that confidence. So things you like, for instance, when I was in high school, I like sports, especially soccer. So doing soccer consistently and constantly, I gained that confidence. I gained leadership as well. um, I would like for all of you to practice leadership in school as well. It doesn't mean to practice leadership you have to be the head boy, you have to be a prefect. It doesn't mean any of that. You can just practice leadership by your everyday tasks in class. Helping a person that needs help, that's definitely leadership, and it shows true character of a person. And the last point I'd like to bring up here is, or it's a saying. I'd like to say that you should know that you can and know that you will. So I'd like you to know that you can make a difference and you will make a difference. And that all that mindset, if I can say, comes from gaining confidence in yourself and believing in yourself. Going on to the mindset, I think confidence directly affects your mindset because, for instance, if we constantly bring ourselves down and we're not a confident person, we're going to have a negative mindset where our focus as students and gaining a healthy relationship with yourself is creating a positive mindset, right? So I know social media, for instance, Instagram, so social networks thereof can make you feel, no, I'm not good enough, I don't have these things, I want these things, so it can bring you down kind of. So I feel it's very important to focus on building a positive mindset and not focusing on what you see, because the truth of everything is that things are deeper than they seem, right? So you go on Instagram, you see something you want that someone else has. It's obviously going to bring you down. So you need to start practicing your own thoughts, believing in your own thoughts, and believing that you can work, to get what you want and to get what you want to achieve. Point I'd like to bring up, and I think this is essential, is that you need to believe that because you fail, it doesn't mean that you are always going to fail. I mean, if you look at, okay, I'm a soccer fan, so I'll talk a bit about soccer players. If you look at Ronaldo and Messi, for instance, hard work and perseverance has got them where they are. I'm sure they didn't just start playing soccer and then all of a sudden they're playing for these big soccer clubs. It took hard work, it took consistency, and it took a lot of perseverance. And I think that's a life lesson for all of you guys, that just to believe that if you stay consistent to achieving what you want to achieve, you will achieve it eventually. It just takes hard work and a lot of failure, because a lot of people like to give up after the first failure, but it's very important to keep on trying, and eventually you will get there. I think another important point on a positive mindset would be to treat your body as, if I can say, a temple in a sense. Treat your body in a positive kind of way. Eat healthy, exercise, etc. Take care of yourself. I think having or treating your body in a good way directly affects the way you think and the positive mindset you want to hit. I don't know if you guys saw, but Gift of the Educators recently launched a YouTube video of by Keenan that went over a few kind of exercises and stuff that you can do daily to kind of motivate you and to kind of help you create that positive mindset, because obviously positive mindset and a positive mind will show through your academics as well. So this could be jamming, it could be, if you like sports, I would, not everyone is a sports person, but I would advise everyone to become more active, because you'll see when you become more active that you have a more positive mindset. There's not a lot of things that can bring you down. I think it's a direct consequence of treating your body right as well. So I would also like to say that we all fail, and there's certain things that will bring you down, but you shouldn't be focusing on the things that bring you down. Don't dwell on them. So say for instance you got a test and it's a 45%, don't dwell on that. Okay, you can be sad for the moment, that's okay, but as soon as you see the failure, tell yourself, I'm going to get back up, kind of thing. So that 45%, next time work on getting it to a 50%, from there get it to a 60, 70, etc. And I think that brings me on to my next point of you should take everything step by step. A lot of us see success as, or I would say social media portrays success as an instant thing to us. But the fact of the matter is, there's many steps along the line to be successful and to get the success you want, So always take things step by step. Don't rush. You will eventually get there. Life is not too short. I know they say life is short, but give yourself a few years. You will eventually get there, and through that, the positive mindset, the positive body, the positive kind of aura you give out will show to others. It will create a better consistency as well, and you're going to see through your academics, the positive mindset and the confidence as well will show straight through, and you'll start getting higher marks. You start believing, no, I was not that good at academics, but eventually, or you'll start seeing that my marks are increasing. And why is that? It's I know a lot of it has to do with the studying, but a lot of it also has to do with the mindset and confidence. So you'll start seeing your marks are starting to improve, and you all around just a better person and just a more positive person. And I think that's my points on the mindset. But I think my third point I will talk about now, balance, is for me the most important. Because I know in school, the school system teaches us that it should be academics, 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 and that's all. But I realize that, and you realize it essentially after you matriculate, after you get out of the whole high school environment, you'll realize that having a balance between academics and a few other things or something else will have a positive impact on you. I would advise you to explore new talents. For instance, on my side, I like sports. I like to sing, and those are just a few things that I like to balance with my academics, because I feel if you do not balance your academics with something you enjoy, such as sports or something like that, you are gonna break down. For instance, in high school, I just pushed, and I didn't give time for anything else but academics. And on my way to school to write my chemistry paper 2, physical science, I collapsed and I had to be taken to the hospital, and that was a direct result of pushing and pushing and pushing and not having that balance between that and something else. So I would definitely advise you to focus on your schoolwork, prioritize your schoolwork, but also focus on something else. It's very important to have that balance. I cannot stress that point enough. But a lot of teachers, a lot of educators, a lot of parents, they want you to do well. So they're going to say, focus on your academics, focus on your academics. But the truth of the matter is, focus on your academics as well, but also do other things that are gonna keep you happy, are gonna keep your body positive, your mind positive, create that confidence in yourself as well. And eventually you'll start seeing that through involving yourself in other aspects, that it will be a direct consequence of higher marks, for instance, in academics. So yeah, those are basically just a few points that I'd like to share with you. Gift of the Educators is a amazing initiative to help the underprivileged, and I think if we can all help each other in some way, we should. Me, for instance, in high school, I had a lot of leadership positions, so through that, it made me realize that helping others is the way for me. So I would like to suggest also that After you create that confidence in yourself, after you have that balance, after you have that mindset, pass it on to others, pass on this advice to others, um, and just all around contribute to others and help the others. Um, and don't always expect something in return. Sometimes helping others is more important than receiving something from them in return. So yes, I think a big takeaway from today and this conversation would be also that if you experience failure, if you have many obstacles in your way, do not give up. Do not give up on your dreams. You will eventually get there. And I always say that your dreams can never be too optimistic, you know. A lot of people say their dreams are too optimistic and they want to achieve it, but reach for the stars and aim for nothing less. I thank you for listening to this video today, and yes, get yourself, tell others about Gift of the Educators. It's a good initiative, and yeah, good luck.